Aha! Hello, everybody. This is Etho, and welcome back to another episode of Battle Bane, your annual episode that you've been waiting for oh so long, right? I think I'm probably 2-3 years late on this one, so hopefully you don't mind too much. But yeah, we're gonna try to get back into it here, guys. So some of you might not even know what Battle Bane is because it's been so long. So I'll try to explain it as we go through things here today. But basically, it's a custom game I was working on for a while, which hasn't been finished yet. That's the goal. And some of you, though, are huge Battle Bane fans. I see the comments all the time in the videos, which is great. People wondering, like, Etho, are you ever going to finish it? Where's our annual Battle Bane episode? And that helps to keep it in my mind. Lately, there's been so many, though. Like, I think because we did the Hermit Quest thing, it really got you guys thinking, Etho, what about your custom game? Are you going to finish it? We were going to try. So the goal for today, I want to show you some of the changes that have been made, because I have worked on it off camera a bit since I think it was episode 13 or something. Last time I worked on it was when structure blocks came out, and that was a huge game changer here. But probably the best thing to get us started here is to look at our mock-up of what a Battle Bane game actually is. So it's like it's supposed to be vanilla Minecraft, basically, with rules, right? So here's a mock-up of a Battle Bane world. There's supposed to be a border all around. The play arena is going to be like 1,000 by 1,000, and you can't go outside the border. Originally, we were going to use bedrock, but now that we have the world border, we don't need to use bedrock, so that simplifies things a lot. And at each corner of the world is one of the team structures, right? So this would be where yellow team starts. There's 4 teams total. This is all pancake because I was doing some testing. But this is what one of the structures looks like from here to the top. So yeah, if we were to go about 1,000 blocks this way, we would see the green team structure. 1,000 blocks this way is blue team, and then diagonal from us on the map is red team. And it's about a 5-minute run between the different structures. And they serve 2 important functions in the game here. They serve as a starting point for each of the teams, so they're not like fist punching each other to death when the game starts. But also, they serve as a teleporter. So about I think it's going to be about 20 minutes in game, there'll be a countdown, probably in a menu on the right here, saying when the next arena fight is. And then the teams are going to go to each of their structures. Yellow team would come here if they want to fight in the arena. And then when the countdown hits 0, then the teams get teleported to the arena where they'll fight it out. And the winners get points for winning the fight. So basically the teams gather resources in the map here, armor, weapons, food, that kind of stuff, and then they bring that into the arena fights, and they try to win with that. Whether they win or they lose in Battle Bane, at the end of the arena fight, all their items get removed. So it's a really big resource balancing game, for one thing. And then there's a lot of weird strategies in this game, because like not necessarily everybody has to enter the fight, for example. And while the other teams are fighting here, they can go raid their base in the world here, and weird stuff like that can happen. But we won't talk too much about that today. So this is an example of the arena. It's all messed up though right now and not finished, because I was trying to generate it with the structure blocks, which we'll check out in a little bit here. But like one of the teams would start here, one over there, and then they're gonna fight it out. I'm gonna set a time limit of 5 minutes to fight in the arena. The fight will end when there's only one team left, or if the 5 minutes have passed, then whoever is left gets points. I tried to find the name of the person that left an excellent suggestion in the comments so I could give them credit for it, but I don't know where the comment is. It's there somewhere, but basically their suggestion was, instead of just giving the winning team 1 point for winning the round in the arena fights, give them points according to how many team members survive. So if it's like a landslide victory, you kill all the other teams with 4 of your team members left, then you would get 4 points for winning the arena fight. If you just like barely win and you lose a bunch of your team members and only one survives, then you only get 1 point. And likewise, like if the game ends in a stalemate, the 5 minutes run out, and there's still more than one team left in the arena, then each team gets points according to how many team members are left. So I think that's a really nice way of doing it, and it adds a lot of interest to the game because you might get more than 1 point per round. So you could go up by a lot or by a little and maybe catch up that way very quickly. So that's cool. I like that a lot. So the ultimate goal of the game, of course, is to get enough points to win, right? You get points by winning the arena matches here. There'll be several matches at the arena. And you decide that before the game starts. Maybe you played to 10 points or something. But anyways, that's about the quickest I can explain Battle Bane. That's the basic gist to it. So now let's get into the fun stuff here. Let's talk about changes that have happened to Battle Bane. Two big things. We got new command blocks, so not just orange ones anymore. We have green and purple ones, and they have arrows on. And then also we got structure blocks, and I'm using both of these things quite a bit in Battle Bane now. I've converted over. So a big change was I had to convert all the command blocks to the new style here, and that worked out really well. Took a bit of time, but it's a lot more efficient and nice now that I've converted over. So yeah, there's 3 types of command blocks. Impulse is the orange ones, chain are the green ones, repeat are the purple ones. And basically the impulse ones you activate with redstone, so we got the button to activate this over here. And then chain ones, you see I don't have any redstone running to the chain ones here. They get activated if the previous command block successfully activated. So if this activates, then this one activates, then this one activates. They all chain together. Hence the name. And then the repeat command blocks activate a command every game tick. So like 20 times a second. Before, if you wanted to do that, you would have to set up a redstone clock, like a fill clock. And we have an example of one here. So just to activate the clock, I needed, I think, 2 commands. Plus, you need a command to start and stop them. And it's just so much simpler now that you don't need to do this. And it runs more efficiently, too. So it's really a really good change with command blocks. And then if you want to stop it, you like have to power it. And yeah. Oh, no, I just... Oops. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Hopefully that's not going to be hard to fix later. I haven't converted those ones over. Anyways, and then structure blocks. I'm using them for the team structures and the arena as well. The tricky part with Battle Bane is I need to give people the ability to take a randomly generated map and then add structures to it. And they're not going to know, like, okay, I got to place this at exactly 400 and 400, this at minus 400, minus 400. Like, to get people to place the structures on the map themselves, it's not going to happen. I need to develop my game here in a way that hopefully people can just like press a button and it sets itself up automatically. And that's what we're trying to do with it. So the simplest way I can get people to start up my game, they'll generate a map, they'll place a bunch of structure files in the map folder, and then they come into the world here. They go give themselves structure, Minecraft structure. It's tough, I know. Can't remember the name of it. Block. So they'll give themselves a structure block. They'll place it down. They'll switch it to load. And the name of the game is Battle Bane. So they'll type that in, hit done. And then to start the game, they do that. And then the game loads in here. And hopefully everything happens automatically once this is fully set up. So then the first string of command blocks here is to pre-generate the world so that there's no lag when the game is actually played. So if we activate this, it takes us through the world one chunk at a time. And you can see on the right here, it's counting down. So it starts at 64, 64, and it'll run through chunk X. Every time chunk X hits 0, then chunk Z goes down by 1. Once it hits 0, 0, it's done generating the world. And this is just a nice thing. Like if you guys have watched UHCs in the past, and there was tons and tons of lag in the game, it's because the map wasn't pre-generated a lot of the times. So this is kind of an important thing to do. All right, so real quick here, we'll just look at all these command blocks in case you want to copy it. First thing is just a message so the player knows what's going on, why they're getting teleported around, and when it stops, when chunk Z reaches 0. Shut off command block output so it doesn't spam them. Then we create a scoreboard objective called land gen. We set the world spawn to here so that these command blocks keep running while we're getting teleported around. Set our mode to spectator mode so we don't like fall and die if we're in survival mode. Set chunk Z to 64, X to 64, and then we add those to the sidebar here so we can actually see them counting down. This is our starting position where we start moving through the map. And then we place a redstone block here between this gap so this gets activated. And 20 times a second it activates this command. It checks if chunk X is greater than 0, I believe. If it is, then do this. Teleport us 16 blocks or 1 chunk in the X coordinates. And then remove 1 from the chunk X countdown. And I'm not quite sure what that is. And then we get teleported on the X coordinates minus 10,024, and then Z we move over by 1 chunk. So it's like a typewriter. It goes zoop and then zoop, zoop, zoop. That's not what a typewriter sounds like. Anyways, remove 1 from the chunk Z countdown. Set this back to 64 so it starts over. Again, that one. I think that gets rid of the redstone block that we placed in the gap. And then we get rid of the scoreboard objective so things are nice and tidy in the map. And we set our game mode back to creative. And we're complete. Nice and simple. Okay, cool. So we got our world. We've flown through the whole map so we know every chunk has been loaded and won't cause lag when the game's running. Next thing we got to do is what? Place the team structures. So these things over here, got to place the red, green, blue, and yellow ones in the proper place on the map so that the person playing the game doesn't have to do that themselves. So that's what this chunk of command blocks is for. And I found out, I tried it out today, and it's like, oh, doesn't work. It worked last time I used it, and now, because time has passed and there's been updates to the game, something has broken in all of this. And I narrowed it down to, you see on the output here, it says block placed. All these say something, but when it does this line here, that means something failed. Right, I think. So it's like, okay, so it's this command block. This was the command block I was scared of. Because look at all this. There's a problem in here somewhere, and I gotta figure out what's wrong. How do I do it? This is a good question for people in general. This applies beyond Minecraft. How do you fix something when it's broken? Like, let's say your dishwasher is broken. What do? Well, you got to figure out what's wrong, right? Where's the broken thing? Or you could just throw your arms up and call somebody, right? But if you don't want to do that, if you want to learn something and try to fix it yourself, you got to identify where the problem is first off. So by trial and error, making a best guess, this part's, all this crazy stuff here looks complicated. So the first thing I did is I deleted that. I got rid of all this extra stuff. It's like, okay, remove all this and then see if it works. And if it does, then the problem was within this area. So I narrowed down where the problem is by doing that. So after I removed all that, there was still an issue. So I got rid of more of this, got rid of the motion, tags, and all this stuff. Got down to the bare bones, and it still didn't work. And it's like, what's wrong? The problem must be here. So I looked up falling sand, and sure enough, that's no longer a command name. If you do summon, I got the list up here. Minecraft falling, it's called falling block now, not falling sand. So I gotta change this on all my command blocks. Get rid of falling sand. this needs to be falling block. And another thing I noticed when I looked this up is they also add quotations here now. For the block name. Like you can have any block in the game as a falling sand block. It doesn't have to be sand. It's basically a falling block. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a falling structure block that's going to have our team structures inside. And then when we activate it, it places that team structure wherever the falling sand or falling block lands. All right. So if we do that, then this should activate. Something's wrong. I had the quotations in the wrong place, so I put it right after block colon here. I just checked the wiki page though and actually showed it working without quotations, so maybe they aren't necessary like I thought. No, they seem to be. Okay. And I've changed the coordinates here just for testing, so I got it spawning 100 blocks above this command block. And let's add the quotations in. Boop and boop. Change this to needs redstone and impulse just for testing here. And there we go. So now if we look up, you see the falling structure block was up in the sky there, and it lands on the ground here. Okay. And then when we activate this, what I do is I have on top of this a falling redstone block. So once this lands, the redstone block lands on top of it. And bam! Wherever that lands, it creates the team structure. And that's really important because I was having trouble getting this nice and flush with the ground before. Because it's a randomly generated world. I don't know where the ground is, at what heights, and like maybe it lands in a mountain, and we don't want like these entrances blocked off, right? We don't want the team to have to dig their way out when they start the game or something. We want them to be able to just walk out nicely onto the ground here. And that is possible now because it lands on the ground, and I'm not telling it, hey, spawn at 64 blocks above the ground or something. All right, so you guys saw I was able to start up the game with a set of command blocks I just spawned in, but this is like our master copy over here. And I've made the changes to the falling sand thing, to our master copy here, so it's Minecraft falling block, and I got the quotations in here, and I've also done that with the redstone block. So this spawns one block above the structure block. It's at the top of the world here, 256, and it falls down right on top of the structure block, which starts at 255. And then each row here is for each different team structure, so red, blue, green, yellow. Anyways, so I got down a corner here called Battle Bane and another corner called Battle Bane over here. That marks the territory. And now that we've made the changes to the master copy, we want to save that. So we're going to get into save, call it Battle Bane, and I think that will highlight it then. It's been a while since I've done this. Or you might need to select that. Oh, saved. Did that work? Oh, there we go. Okay, detect. That's what you got to press. So that creates a little white box around it so you can make sure it's doing what you want it to do. Good. So now let's go into a new random world and we'll try this out again on it. Cool. So we are in a brand new world here, guys. And I'm some dude that wants to play Battle Bane with his friends. So I have added the Battle Bane structure folder into this world that I've just generated. And now we're going to do that thing again where we give ourselves a structure. They sure make it hard to get those. Everything starts with ST. Structure block. Give ourselves a structure block. We go to load Battle Bane, which we just saved. We saved the master copy just now. And copied it to this world. Alright, so now we activate this. No, that's the old one. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, that time it worked. Okay, so I guess I didn't save it properly when we did it on video before. Probably have to highlight around the area and then save. We saved and then we highlighted around it, which I think might have messed it up. but I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, let's try this out with our changes. So I'm some dude. I want to create Battle Bane in this world. This is what it does. So it takes you to the location where a team structure needs to be placed. Timer counts down to 50, then it drops it. Once timer hits 0, it takes you to the next location, does it for the next team. And I didn't pre-generate the world, that's why it's really slow right now. Blue team's down. This one looks like it's going to be on the side of the cliff. This one might be a bit messy because it's uneven terrain. It's a steep slope there. Oh, it hit the water. I don't know if I've done anything for handling water, actually. I might need to think about that, because if it drops in an ocean, it'll probably go to the bottom of the ocean. Alright, so that's all done. Then it takes us back. Oh, no, it doesn't take us back. Okay, that's something I should add in. Something to take us back to the command blocks, maybe. I don't know where I am now. I know... Oh, I think it put us at 0, maybe? Okay, etho to 400 and 96 and 400. I'm placing them at 400s, plus and minus 400s. So 400, 400 positive is red team. Let's just see how it landed here. So it looks like it hit a tree or something. It's not quite on the ground, but it's about as good as I can get it. I have tried a lot to get this nice and perfect, and it's really hard. Let's check out another one here. Blue. See, blue landed very nice, right? Because the ground was flat. We even have stairs where the kind of got steep over here, so that's good. This is like ideal. Let's see here. Oh, did our timer not go away either? It's supposed to get deleted afterwards. Green team, this was the messy one. It landed in the water, kind of. Alright, side of the cliff here. So yeah, you see it kind of hollows out an area too. So hopefully it'll never get in a position where like the team can't get out at the start of the game. This would be like one of the worst spawns ever though, because like you got the cliff on this side and then you got water on the other side. It would be very well hidden though, like there's plus and minuses to it. It'd be harder for the other teams to find your spawn. But they know the coordinates. It would be at 400s. Anyways, so that's an example of that. Let's go to game mode, creative. All right, let's go to... Well, if we kill ourselves, it should take us to spawn again, where we placed that thing, right? I should make it take us to this, though, afterwards. All right, so these all got activated. And now this is what I was working on when I was last working on Battle Bane. This is to place the arena. And I'm not sure if this is going to work. I haven't tested it yet. Placing arena structure. Let's try it out. I'm curious. So this will place it at 0, 0 in the world. Placing arena structure. I'm guessing it messed up, because I think it's supposed to teleport us there. Game mode 1. That's fine. Let's see where it messed up. There's a line here. It didn't teleport us either. So I think it messed up there, because the timer wasn't deleted from the previous one. Aha! Scoreboard, timer. Oh, objectives. Doing this real time. Remove timer. Get rid of that thing. Let's try this again. That time it teleported us. Okay, so because the timer didn't get deleted previously, it messed up. And this is going to be a little bit slow if it works. It placed 1/4 of the arena. And I think it got messed up. It's supposed to rotate it 3 more times, and I don't think it did. So I have some fixing to do, because this previously worked last time I worked on it. Teleport etho, which is one of the very frustrating things about map making. You can do something and spend a lot of time on it. Oh, And this game has very little backwards compatibility. A couple months later, it's not going to work probably, which is a bit frustrating. And then you got to fix it. Trying to figure out where block couldn't be placed. Why? What's wrong? Well, I'll look into it off camera here, I guess. Alright, guys. I have a theory here. I don't know if it's true or not. We're going to test it out. I have a feeling the reason it's not working is because this replace tag is not working. It's supposed to, when it tries to place a structure block, it's supposed to remove whatever block was there and then place the new one. But I think it doesn't want to get rid of the previous structure block. Like, it placed the first one and generated the first quarter, and then it seemed to not place the second one for some reason. So what I've done is I've added in 4 command blocks to replace the previous structure block with air. Or I guess 3 command blocks. So it gets rid of the 192.0 structure block with air. Alright, let's try it out. Let's just see if it's right. And in my testing, I generated the second quarter. Uh-oh. Should have happened by now. Although things are running slow. Maybe it hasn't had enough time. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, I lost faith for a second. It's like, nope, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then it's like, bam! There we go. So it takes a bit of time because it's a lot of blocks it has to place. That is faster than the clone command, though. That's what I was using previously to structure blocks. Okay, brand new world here. I've made some changes to our master copy. We'll try it again. So load it in. And I just want to try this one again. Placing the structures. I've changed the timer to 200 to start off with, just to give a bit more time for slower computers. And then at 100 it places a structure, hopefully. Yeah, that one went into the water a bit. Okay, and then when I hit 0, it takes us to the next location. And seems to be good. I love watching this for some reason. And it feels so slow now that I've set it to 200 though, but it's probably a good change. We're not really like in a hurry to generate the world, really. We just want it done right. Good. Does the timer get deleted this time? Yes. Wait. Oh, it went right to placing arena structure. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay. 100, it should start placing it. And then we'll probably get a bunch of lag. Yeah, it froze. Okay. We're at roughly 0, 0. Yep, that's where it's supposed to place it. And how long is it going to take? Here's the key. Like, we need this structure to be replaceable as well. Like, if it gets destroyed with TNT and lava, between each arena fight, we want to regenerate it. So we don't want this to take super long or cause a lot of lag, hopefully. Oh. What happened? Oh, no, it worked. It's just, I am recording too, so things are going to load a lot slower. Okay, cool. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Did they get rid of the structure block this time? Yeah, it's all gone, all done properly. Timer's gone on the right there, so it's doing exactly what I want it to do now. So let's actually try that out. Let's grab some TNT and some lava and stuff, and let's have some fun with the map here. Simulating real gameplay. And see if it gets fixed between rounds, because that's what it's supposed to do. And I'll probably give a warning message, like generating structure now, like during gameplay, so people know, hey, there might be some lag. Don't enter combat right now, or something. Because it's something that has to happen. I can't really avoid it. Okay. Because one of my concerns is like, hey, maybe another team will just put a bunch of lava at the spawn of the other team in next arena fight. You know, they're going to start in lava or something. Or in an obsidian box, or who knows. So I want it to just get totally replaced. Alright. Who knew map making was so much fun? All right. Also, might need some way to clean up all these drops as well. Anyways, let's go kill ourselves. And where is it? Over here. And I'm just going to redo this again. Okay. So let's look at it. You see the redstone blocks were there, now they're gone. Oh, I think the second time, maybe the next time it generates, it's a lot faster because most of the blocks are already there. It doesn't need to change as much. That could be it. Or cause as much lighting updates. Maybe I should lower this a bit more. My other plan is to surround it with barrier blocks so there's no way for people in the world here to enter it. Like pillar up here and enter the fight. Hopefully. Anyways, this seems to be working good. Oh yeah, and I wanted to check, is it rotating things properly now? Because last time I did this, it was not. Like logs were not the right direction and that kind of stuff. Rails were... Oh no! They never fixed it! Mojang, fix your game. Oh, really? Like, I worked on it while they were working on structure blocks. I thought for sure they would fix it eventually. Nope. Well, this one's good. This one's good. Why is it just that one? Is it because that one's counterclockwise? And the other ones are clockwise, maybe? Huh. Huh. I bet you we could maybe get around that. Let's check this out. The last one is counterclockwise, I'm pretty sure. That's how we do this, by the way. So it's the structure, the exact same structure file every time, called arena. You see this over here? That's the name of the file it's loading. It's called arena, but there's an option to rotate it, and that's what we're doing. If I can find it here. Counterclockwise 90 degrees. I think that's what's causing the rails to get messed up, while all the other ones I think are clockwise. Let's just double check this one. Clockwise 180. So maybe if we do clockwise 270, it would work. But anyways, guys, we're running a little long on this video, so we got to wrap it up here. I wanted to show you this in case you're wondering why the arena looks like it's not all there. There is a size limit to the structure boxes or structure files. 32 by 32 by 32, and it just so happens this arena is almost 32 by 32 by 32. Didn't plan that, it's just by coincidence. If we go, like you see the top of the bounding box here is at the top of the arena. If we go down, this is what I originally planned for the bottom to be, and we're like 2 blocks too big, right? So I'm going to be making some changes to make the height of this fit into there, because this arena is not finished either. The basic shape of it's figured out. I still got to do some more like structural stuff, and my building skills have improved, I think, since I did this originally. So I'll probably be able to do a bit of fancy stuff and add some decorative things like trees and that kind of stuff to it too. It should look good when it's all done. I am pretty happy with this map though, I think. Like there's a lot of nooks and crannies to it. Lots of little places to hide, like even when you come in here, you can hide under the stairs here. I think this will fall right into the void instead of a pool of water like I originally planned. So if you get knocked into the middle, you're dead. And this mountain never got finished yet. And yeah, but you can see on this distance here, there's a bunch of blocks missing. So I might need to add 2 more arena structures for this little, like, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Unfortunately, I can't just extend this. That would be nice. But they set a hard limit of 32 blocks. So I either got to shrink the arena, which I don't think would really work, or add more copies. So we got to probably add 2 more arena files and then rotate those as well. Little slivers here. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's Battle Bane episode for the year. Now, I'm going to try to keep them going. If I don't, if I go like 2-3 weeks without an episode, make sure you get on me in the comments. Don't let me get away with it, because I don't do it intentionally. I'll forget about it sometimes, or something of higher priority comes up and I do that, and then it's like, oh yeah, Battle Bane, it's been a while. Uh-oh. And it's like, well, it's been a while. Maybe I don't need to make another one. Or I kind of lose the buzz, I guess. But make sure you keep on me, guys, and I'll keep the episodes going if you want to see more, of course. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.